My name is Rhapsody. Welcome back to Slay the Spire Modded. It's time to go with the Silent Ascension 15 style. I want to get one of those, the nasty chevrons that you can get going on. Ooh, that sounds good to me. Alright, let's have a wee bit of a quick look-see at where we want to take our pathing. Okay, that's a fairly good path here. Curse for a random rare relic. Sure. Ice cream. Dope. Not half bad. Hey, we sneezed for only 0 energy right there. It's just a playable curse that stays in your deck forever. So, could have been a lot worse than getting sneezed there, I'll say that much. Alright. Sniper, unplayable. If discarded from your hand, shivs deal 2 additional damage. Versus Deflect, that is actually on our list of cards that we have to pick up. I'm going to take the Sniper because I really do want that shiv build. Although I really shouldn't be deciding what build I want this early on in a run. I still just really, really want to. There's just so many damn cool things you can do with the shiv builds with all of these mods. Alright. Take a backstab happily there. More than happy to upgrade Neutralize. Probably want to duck the first elite here. That was duck with a D. Okay, so... Beautiful. We get to keep 1 energy here. And lethal the next turn. Lovely. Oh, yes. Okay, speed training has been changed. It is gain 1 dex, discard a random card, refund 3. Okay, so it gives you more energy. Wait, what? Yeah, it gives you more energy than you spent playing it. Interesting. And it's exhaustive 2 as well. Upgrades to be exhaustive 3 and 1 cost. So it's actually an energy amplification as well. But the thing is, the upgrade doesn't change it from discard a random card, which means you can't use it necessarily reliably for discard synergy. But also, without having a bunch of cards in hand, you can't necessarily use it reliably to as like an energy pump, because you might discard the card you are trying to energy pump for. That said, Scrap Shanks, every time you discard a card during your turn, add 1 shiv to your hand. That's exactly what we're looking for here. So now I'm just looking for discard cards to really get this build to go off. Randomize our starter relic? Sure. Oh, hell yeah! At the start of combat, add a random black card to your draw pile, Dark Rift. I've been waiting to get that from that event. Lantern, start each combat with additional energy. Sure. Oh, a blood shop. Yes. Okay, so, Vacipated Box. Future boss chests have 1 additional relic to choose from. Fruit bowls, changes to your max HP are increased by 50%. Macro transactions. Right-click during combat to activate. Immediately lose 100 gold. Immediately kill all non-elite, non-boss enemies. And Klein Bottle. Upon pickup, choose 1 of 3 random black cards to add to your deck. They all cost almost all of my remaining HP, so we won't be taking those. That said, Treaders, the first time you draw a status or a curse, each combat, exhaust it and draw 1 card. Omamori, negate the next 2 curses you obtain. Broken Printer, upon pickup, obtain 5 copies of a card in your deck. 5 copies of Sniper from the Broken Printer. I'm doing it. How do I leave the store? Just go back to the map? Yeah. Okay. So now we obviously need a way to discard. Otherwise, we are going to have a really bad time here. But just stick with me. If we can get that discard card, then we can do some stupid things. Okay. Snecko Perch. Split into a random slime. Add 3 slime to all enemies. Add something. I'm guessing that's 2 sparks to your hand. Amplify, so 1 more energy in order to add a copy of this card to your discard pile. Exhaust up to 3 cards in your hand. I love how this is... it fits every other mod right now that I have installed, that is. Dope. So I couldn't split into a random slime there. I don't know why that didn't happen. Draw 2 cards. Next turn, draw 1 additional card. Upgrade. Oh, okay. Interesting. Draw 2 cards, discard 2 cards. Add 1 shiv to your hand for each attack it's discarded. Hell yes. It's exactly what we're looking for here. Thesaurus from Halation. Upon pickup, pick a non-special relic. Transform it into a relic of the same rarity. Okay. Interesting. First aid kit. Whenever you take unblocked attack damage, gain 2 regen, as well as Xylophone. Upon pickup, choose a 0 or 1 cost card. The card now costs X, applying its effect X times when played. We're going to take none of those, and in fact remove this Common Cold from the deck now. We'll upgrade Rummage, and upgrade Scrap Shanks, and this is going to get very lovely very quickly. Who's our boss again? Oh, okay, so I actually do really want to save Liquid Bronze for that boss. Virus Coagulating. Gain 6 block. Purge. Add a random virus to your discard pile. You have a 25% chance to generate another random virus. Okay. So we got Toxic to the discard pile. Cool, I guess. Cool bananas. Love it. Draw 3 cards, discard 3 cards, add a shiv to your hand for each card discarded. We'll discard 2 snipers here, and then a strike. Get 3 super powerful shivs. It begins! Oh, I forgot I had Scrap Shanks up. Okay, I had another shiv there, obviously. That's my bad. Oh, this is gonna get real wacky. Gain 2 strength this turn, lose 2 dex this turn, gain an energy. Oh no, it's lose 2, gain an energy. Upgrades to 2. I mean, it does have Samoyeds in the picture, and I am just a huge fan of big dogs. And in particular, I love Samoyeds, so yeah, I like the card. I would really like to be able to take it, but I should probably just take a straight up defensive card here, considering the deck is lacking that. I'll also rest here because we are going to be playing a lot of shivs in a fight with the Guardian, which ain't a great idea, tell you that much. So we've got a Rewind in the deck now. We actually can play Rewinds because of the Ice Cream. Which will be interesting. I'll save Rewind for later. I'm not playing it yet. There it is. Oh. Can't play that shiv yet. This is the problem we're going to run into. We can only really play our shivs when the enemy is standing up. But good lord, those shivs are powerful, though. Oh. Alright. Rewind is now good, I think, at this point. I'd definitely play it if I drew it this turn, and I did. Choose 3 cards to discard, sure. Get myself some extra shivs. Oh, yes. Apply 5 constricted as well as a new quest mod. Oh my god, After Image is obviously a lot of block for us. Adrenaline gets us off faster, but After Image obviously here instead. I'll drop the Deflect and the Caltrops. Don't want either of those. Take After Image. Sozu. Gain energy at the start of each turn. You can no longer obtain potions. Seems super useful for us. Now, we are running a discard build, but the thing is, because of Sozu and because of the ice cream in particular, I would be able to bank any of the energy that I don't spend, and that will just make for the ability to go off really quickly with draw cards. Hollow Soul isn't particularly good for us, neither the Ring of Chaos at this point, so we'll take the Sozu. Okay. So I kind of just want to visit a bunch of shops looking for any cards that I can find that will give us access to more discard. Okay. Need another rummage in this deck. These are the turns that I'm afraid of. Drawing all of the snipers. Fire is coagulating. Yay! Alright, time to rummage. See, when the rummage goes off, it goes off hardcore. It's just getting it to that point. Concentrate is the ability to discard 3 cards for energy. So obviously, we'll take that. Deal 4 damage, just draw 1 card, discard 1 card. Yeah, gives us access to some discards in the deck. Probably that as well as backstab here. Maybe even a card removal on a normal strike. Yeah. Upgrade a card, sure. Making After Image innate is going to be a lot more block for us, so more than happy to do that. Not too enthused by how that's been going so far. I do need more draw in this deck. Great, and there's all of our shivs for the kill. Elixir, as well as another side swipe. Okay, if I want to dodge elites, I have to go here. That's really unfortunate. I didn't want to do this, but I do want to dodge the elites, so don't really have too much of a choice. Yeah, that's not going to be a living situation for us. Not killing the backliner at the start would have saved us a little bit of HP on that turn, but ultimately we would have been ill-prepared to kill it later, and it would have started attacking, seeing as it was buffing on that turn as well. That's really unfortunate. That was off to a really good start, but because it had so many copies of Sniper and didn't find its defense cards early enough, it found it really, really difficult to get over that hump. As soon as you leave floor 1 and go to floor 2, there's just a giant leap in difficulty. Random record, probably. From all sides. Okay. Apply 1 weak and deal 3 damage to a random enemy 2x plus 1 times. It is time to try and style on all of the elites this floor. That's what I'm going to go for. No need to lament the run that didn't happen. It did go off for a while, which was nice. Bouncing Flask, Blur. Discard a card, it costs 0 until... No, I'll just take a Blur. And ooh, Apotheosis this early on, damn. Promise list, gain 1 strength for every quest completed since this relic was picked up. Ooh, how completable are our quests? Finisher, would I take that? Probably not. Whetstone, Kinetic Shot, I mean, I'd always take those, right? Looters, Repulsors, and Muggers, I think we just take the Apotheosis. There's also more jerky at the end of elite combats. Raise your max HP by 4. That's also really good. I'm going to take the promise list. And then I'm just going to try and focus on completing as many quests as possible. And that'll amplify the damage of my From All Sides. There we go. That's my layout. That's how we're going to do this. Sides for the easy kill. I'll take Endless Agony here. Or Flying Knee. Take Flying Knee, actually. So what? Okay, I'm gonna need to upgrade From All Sides, considering how much I'm gonna be relying on it, rather, for damage in these elite fights. So 7 times we deal 4 damage. Because we're obviously ill-prepared to defend here. So 7 times 4 is 28. So if I throw a Fire Potion in the back line, 14, it splits up by sets of 4. So it would have to hit this 4 times in the back line of 4 times. So From All Sides doesn't kill both targets there. So that means I probably just go for this, and then that to apply a weakness. Unfortunate, but that does mean we do get to save the Explosive Potion for later. Which is going to be pretty damn useful, I have to feel. Come on, hands. There it is. Urgency. If the enemy intends to attack, draw 2 cards. Almost every turn, the enemies intend to attack, so sure. There's also Slide. Gain 6 block, put a 0-cost card from your draw pile into your hand. What would we dig for? Nothing at this point. We'll take Urgency. Sure. Obviously, now we're just looking to get back to From All Sides as quickly as possible. "10-foot pole. Take 50% less damage outside of combat." Nice. Anything here? Probably no. Ooh, Preserved Insect. Enemies in elite combats have 25% less HP. Alright, let's see if we can take out this elite combat now then. Almost certainly not. I'm gonna use 1 defense and then a From All Sides. My hope here is that I'll still get 1 weakness on every target. Nice. That's still pretty good. So now I can weaken them from here on out, which is going to help us mitigate a lot of the incoming damage. Alright, if we can kill the backliner in this upcoming turn, this will start turning around. We can't. Okay, this is now tragic. I'm gonna play the defense, then urgency. That gives us a higher chance to draw another defend. We don't draw it. Okay, we're dead. That's okay. I was taking a risk going for the idea of just a promise list as well as elation. It's worth noting, I'm doing all of these in Ascension 15 rather than Ascension 1. In Ascension 1, you can get away with a lot more things. But I'm trying to make it a little bit more of a challenge so that it feels a little bit more... I don't know. Of an achievement, I guess. It's a good starting relic. Okay. Just go through the entire deck. Casual first turn, entire deck usage. So if I had a grand finale and cut a card from this deck, at this rate, I would actually be able to play the grand finale on turn 1 every time. Add 2 Slimed into your hand. Apply 10 poison. Goes from Swamp Star to Dankhole. So the Slimed is actually not that Slimed effect. I imagine it Slimed the status. Escape Plan? Sure. We'll go for that. Move a card from the deck. Get a defend out of there. I'll offer another defend just so that I don't die to... Hang on. Wait, we were already sorted in this hand. Okay. So we'll do that then. Just to try and get to and use the Ascender's Bane. Just so the Gremlin Knob doesn't kill me, I wanted to cut some defenses from the deck there, by the way. Alright. Come on, 2 strikes. Flying Knee, Draining Mist, and Slide. Flying Knee completes a quest, so... Sure. It's also just a worthy relic as far as I'm concerned. I'll cop the 1 damage on the chin here. Yep, and because of that, I was able to get the kill in the next turn. Urgency, I think you just take it. Neutralize needs to be upgraded, and so does Urgency. Yep, basically the right opening turn there. Got a weakness for the upcoming turn. Went through my entire deck almost. Oh, hell yes. Got an extra energy for the next turn. Oh, it's just sorted. I'd usually defend there as well, but we have very little damage in this deck, so I need to attack it basically every available opportunity. Otherwise, we will just crumble in a couple rounds. Damn it, urgency. Whew, managed to kill without using the explosive potion that round. Lovely. We've got the shallots. You gain 3 dex in metallicize at the start of each combat. You lose 1 dex in metallicize over the next 3 turns. Apply 1 poison to all enemies. Decrease this card's poison by 2 this combat. Upgrades to 8. Yeah. That seems really good. But I want the backstab. Can I get many kills here on the first turn? The answer is yes. Three. Got him. Trick Cloak, Delta Flow, Bane? Fetch a random card from your discard pile, draw 1 card, upgrades to fetch a card. What would I be fetching back constantly? Nothing currently. Girya, you can now gain strength at rest sites up to 3 times maximum. More than happy to do that, and now I'm looking for as many rest sites as I can rest at. As many rest sites as I can get my weary bones to. Fake Moustache, when spending gold at a shop, heal for 5 HP. Scrapshanks, we could go Scrapshanks again. I mean, it would do a lot of damage with the Girya. There's obviously Grand Finale, but we would have to take Grand Finale and then cut a couple cards from our deck. Actually, would we? Okay, so our opening hand is 7 cards. So we can full mulligan in order to get 14. Through 14 cards in our deck, that is. But if we have a Grand Finale, we can't mulligan that, obviously. So we can see a total of 7, 6, 13 cards. If an enemy's attacking, we can use Urgency for the draw. If not, we can use Escape Plan. You know what? I'm going to go Grand Finale, card remove, a Strike. I need to card remove again before this is reliable. And can't card remove in the next space, unfortunately. But with the gambling chip, I should be able to, with thoughtful play, try and set up the right turns here. Okay. So if I throw back 6 cards, I will draw 6 cards. And if any of those cards is the urgency, we have the kill. Boom. Grand Finale'd them. Obviously, I don't want to be adding cards to this deck at this point. Will make this a lot less consistent. Same deal as last time. See? Sometimes it doesn't work, and we have to be prepared for that. Although I am sad. It could have been so good. No. I can't go for the elite fight in good faith here. In good conscience, rather. Okay, so now the problem is, because I have urgency in my opening hand, I only get to throw back this many cards, 5, so I only go 5 deeper in the deck, and going 5 deeper in the deck isn't enough. So having urgency in the opening actually screws me. That's super lame. Okay. That's fine. Still need to remove 1 more card from this deck in order to get it to work consistently. We'll get that. Yeah, we're going to have a lot of difficulty with this boss fight unless I rest her. And even then, possibly. Enemy's not attacking this turn, so no matter how many I throw back here, there's nothing I can do. Drew the Grand Finale. Great. If I didn't draw Grand Finale or the Urgency there, I would have had the ability to use Grand Finale next turn. Oh well. God damn it. The same is true here. Ugh. Game. Please. Be nice. I have to use the explosive potion here. If the enemy gets that debuff off, we are really toast. I also have to weaken them this turn because next turn they're going to be doing a multi-attack as well. I need them to be weak for that. Never mind, I'm dead, but the Fairy in a Bottle will revive us, so I may as well take some damage this turn. No more damage than that, though. Otherwise, I'll lose a lot more after I get revived. I really shouldn't have gone for the Grand Finale. It's just not consistent enough to be something that I can actually use in these elite fights. Boss fights, rather, sorry. And we are now definitely dead this turn. We will get one of these silent runs off of the ground one of these days. That's a brief look at 3 different archetypes that we didn't really go to capitalize on, but that's okay. That happens from time to time. For the moment, though, my name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Slay Spire modded. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourself. So there's a playlist in the description down below with all of my content, lots of game past, present, and future, as well as a link to a Steam Workshop collection of all of the mods that are featured in this series, past, present, and future, that are currently available in the Steam Workshop. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you next time.